Hi, welcome to episode 241 of your favorite daily podcast, a couple of things, a podcast about things. Today, I am going to talk about the fact that God is not a vending machine. Yeah. There's a thing that Christians tend to fall into where we are looking for the 10 steps to whatever and the 5 steps and the one thing. And well, I guess it's not a Christian thing, I guess it's a human thing. Like, we're always looking for the hack, the key, the 1 + 1 is equal to 2 thing that will give us the sure odds, right? And all of that. And it really carries over into how we deal with God or how we look at God. And it gets to this point where we're like, okay, if I put I can order, basically, you know how you go to a vending machine and everything is there and then the price of all the items are there. So I want water. I will press 47 because water is on number 47, and then I will now put the coin or use my card to pay for the thing, and then the water will come out at the bottom, right? And so I feel that, like, sometimes as Christians there's this thing that we do where it's like, okay, for me to see the speedy answer to this whatever, I will do 7 days fasting or 40-day fast or 30-day fast, or I'll do 3-day dry fasting with vigil every day and prayer watches every 3 hours or whatever, and then I will get filling the blank, the job, admission, scholarship, the visa, whatever it may be. And then maybe we actually do it one time and it actually, quote unquote, it works. Right? Like 1 + 1 is equal to 2, and then we do it again and it didn't work. And we're like, but it worked before, why is it not working now? Okay, maybe I did not fast well, so maybe, okay, I ate meat during that fast. Okay, I won't eat meat this time around, I will just eat only vegetables and fruits and drink water, and on, basically. I'm sure you get what I mean. Yeah, but I want to remind us, and also actually remind myself, that God is not a vending machine. God is not some tool that you give certain things and then you will get certain things back in return immediately. Like, if I do 1 and 2, then I will get 3. If I that God, no, that's no, God is not that, right? This doesn't mean that prayers are not effective. The Bible does instruct us to pray without ceasing, to come to God with all kinds of petitions and all of those things. But the quote unquote secrets or power is not necessarily in the prayer itself or the fasting itself. It's in God. God is the one that has the power. God is the one that has the authority. Prayer, fasting, all of these things, it doesn't like provoke God into action. Like, you can't provoke God into action. I don't think, because God does good things because he's good. It's in his nature to do good things. He gives us things, he blesses us because he delights in doing good to his children. He provides for the birds and the animals and the flowers. How much more you, a person made in his image? So God he doesn't need you to do those things for him to bless you. He has already done that, like, by virtue of you being a child of God. What prayer does, and fasting and all these other spiritual disciplines, is to help us to focus on God, to help us to fix our gaze on God, to help us to see God, so that we can be reminded of who God is. Because if you are praying and fasting because you think that through prayer and fasting you're going to get the things that you want or the things that you desire, your faith is not in God in that instance. Your faith is in your prayer, which means that your faith is in yourself, which is the opposite of what God desires, which is for us to have faith in Him. And I'm seeing this as I'm going through. I'm doing the Bible in a year chronologically, and I'm currently about to start Ezekiel. And through the prophets, you see one of the things that God talks to the prophets about, to tell to the Israelites, is that they are engaging in seemingly spiritual disciplines, thinking that that's where there is safety. But they are not actually looking at God. They are looking at the things that He has given them as routes to Him as their actual safety. So they're like, oh, the temple is here, so we're good, without actually looking at God. And that's what we do. That's basically what we're doing when we're like focused on our 5-hour, 10-hour, 45-hour prayer marathons and 100-day fast and 20-day dry fast and all of those things, with the expectation that, oh, I have done this thing and so therefore I'm going to get what I want. That's not how it works. That's still looking at the self, still having looking inwards. You're not looking upwards to God, you're still looking inwards in that instance. So God is not a vending machine where you press the right buttons and it vomits out what you ask for and what you want. That's not the purpose of prayer and all those other spiritual disciplines. The purpose of prayer and all these other spiritual disciplines is to draw us closer to God, for us to know God more, for us to see God more, for us to be drawn nearer and to have relationship with God. That is the point. That is the purpose. So I'm not saying don't fast. I'm not saying don't pray. Jesus did say we should do that. He says when you fast, when you pray, when you give, when you do all these things, do it to your Father in heaven. Don't do it towards the thing that you expect to get out of it, because you think that by doing this you are going to get that thing. So yes, pray, fast, have vigils, have marathons, all these things, but do it to seek God. Do it with a focus on God and not a focus on the thing that you want, because at the end of the day, our greatest desire should be God, because our purpose is to know God and to make Him known. Thank you for listening. That's it. Bye. May God continue to help us. May the Holy Spirit give us understanding. May we continue to draw nearer and nearer to Jesus. Bye. Also, ask me questions. Submit a question. Thank you. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.